Hi guys, and welcome back to another video with me, Ali. Today this video is for my pin collecting pals. So as some of you may know, I am a recent pin collector, maybe in the last year to 2 years. And one of the things I like to do with things that I collect is display them, just like my Loungefly bags. Now, about a year ago, and you probably can go back and find the video, I bought some things off of Temu to try and help display my pins. However, when they arrived, I realised they didn't actually have the corkboard in them, and I had to put the corkboard in myself. And they didn't have any fastenings on the back to put them on the wall. So I'm just going to show you those first. So these are what I got off of Temu, and for the record, they're great. I think they look really good as like display items and stuff. But as you can see, I had to put the corkboard itself in myself. Please excuse my dog. She's currently having zoomies out on the landing. So if you can hear the pitter and patter of feet, that is what that is. She's nuts, I'm telling you. So yes, I got several different shapes, clouds, moons, stars, and then put the corkboard in myself to display them. Problem I had is as I added more pins to those boards, the heavier they got, and I'd only attach them to the wall with some blue tack and they have started to fall off the wall. So I wanted to find something else I could use to display my pins, but would also still match that theming that I've got going off in my sewing room, which is like butterflies and fairies and clouds and is very whimsical. So I've got a few products that I found on Temu that I'm hoping are going to solve that solution, and I'm going to share those with you now. So the first one I've got is this crescent moon, which is just a solid corkboard. It's quite thick as well, so it's going to take the actual pins better. That was one of the other things I found with the other ones that I'd made, is that the cork wasn't thick enough to really push the pins in. And this one does have some hooks on the back for you to be able to put it on the wall. So they came separate. There's these little things, and you can see there's some holes on the back, and they just push into place, and then you can put some nails on the wall and hook it into place. Now, the ones I'm going to show you in a minute, they are actually grey, my other ones that I've bought to do this with. So the likelihood is I probably will spray this probably white, or maybe like white with like silver, just so that it's cohesive in my room before I put it up on the wall. But this was the first one that I found on Temu, and I really like this. I really still wanted to have that moon on the wall, even though I've gone in a slightly different direction for the other ones that I've bought. Now, just as an example, so this is my Frozen pin from the Frozen musical on the West End. And if I pop this on in here, you can see that that's going to sit a lot more flush. And the pin itself is not going to be coming out the other side. And I just think that's going to help me display this a lot better. Whereas, as you can you see how these like don't go in properly? So that they're not, because there's not enough thickness there. So that's the first one. The next one is, they're all the same, but they're different sizes. And I did get the large, the medium, and a couple of smalls. So let me just go and grab those. So the next things that I bought was some butterflies, because there was lots of butterflies in my sewing room where I display everything. And I thought we might as well go with the theme. So these are some this is not corkboard. It's like a foamy kind of feel. And as you can see on the back, it's got 2 strips of double-sided sticky tape to be able to put them up with. However, I think you could quite easily put some nails through as well. That would also hold it in place if you want a more permanent solution. The reason I really like this one in particular is, can you see how it's bending? I like the fact that I could possibly put this into a corner and display my pins as such. And I just love this. I love the colour of this as well. This is like a pale grey. Hopefully that's picking up on camera. So this was the large size. So I got 1 in the large one. And then I got 2 in the medium size, because my idea was to like sort of create like a bit of a fluttering butterfly effect up my wall. If we're going to display stuff, we might as well make it pretty. So then I got the medium size, which is this size. Again, 2 strips on the back, folds in the middle. So if you really wanted to, you could also put this on a corner, or you can have it flat. And I got 2 of those ones. So hopefully you can see sort of the vision that's coming into my head. It'll be like going up the wall. And then I got 1 of the smaller sized ones as well. And that's this little one, which I thought was really sweet. Again, you've got the double-sided sticky tape on the back. And again, also bends, so you could put it into a corner if you need to, or you could have it so that you've got one side stuck. I think the problem is if you do only one side, it is probably going to fall down. Maybe if you just did the top, because then gravity would hold this one if you wanted like a bit of a 3D effect. These could absolutely just be used as like to put on your wall for your kid's bedroom, or I don't know, you could pin all sorts on it. It doesn't have to necessarily be pin badges. It's just, I really want to have a way to display my pin badges. So let me show you a few of those. For those of you who've been following me on my TikTok channel, you know that I've been opening a lot of like mystery pin bags. And one of the sets that I've been trying to collect is all of these Night Before Christmas ones. But as you can see, that is sitting so much flusher into the actual pad, and it's not like come out the other side, whereas on my ones they would pop through, and I think that wasn't helping them stay on the wall. But it also means I could probably have some themed ones, so like I could have one that maybe has all my Night Before Christmas ones on, or my Haunted Mansion ones, or Disney, etc. Because I'm not saying I've got like, I know there are true pin collectors out there who have like hundreds of pins and do the trading and all the rest of it. I am not quite at that level yet. But I've certainly started to enjoy collecting pins as another thing for like mementos, should I say, of places I've been. So yes, they are the few sort of like pin boards that I found on Temu recently. Just like I said, wanted to come on and show you so that if there's anybody else out there who's struggling to figure out ways to display the pins that they are collecting, here is an option for you. There is obviously this more foamy version with the butterflies, or you've obviously got that crescent moon that I absolutely will be spraying up. And I'll hopefully be able to drop you a video of what this will look like in my room once I've got them all up and placed with all the pins on. I will try and drop that as a short on my YouTube or pop it onto my TikTok as well. So that's it, just a little quick video just to show you some of the little items that I found to help display my pin collection that is slowly growing. I know that I've obviously bought stuff that's got way too much space on it for how many I've got, but that will just mean I need to buy more, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, is it? No, it'd be fine. Maybe it'll stop me buying so many Loungefly. But if you have enjoyed this video, I do appreciate it when you like and subscribe. It's been great. Thank you to like the 220 people who are already subscribed to my channel. It is massively appreciated. And I just really enjoy doing this. If you have any questions, comments, etc., just pop them down below. I always endeavour to try and get back to people as quick as I can. But until the next video, please stay safe out there, guys, and bye-bye.